Hello again, I am Blunty, and this is the Sony TX5, a little pocket-sized happy snapper camera. They've got a bunch of them. This one is special though. This one is designed to be built tough, apparently. This one is designed to withstand drops and being submerged in water, and is tolerant to cold and everything like that. And you know, it's one of those cameras that the manufacturer says, well, it's built tough for the tough life. If you're going on an adventure up the side of a mountain, or you know, across the ice fields of Georgia or something, this is the camera for you, they say. And you never know whether you can actually believe them or not. How good is it? So instead of giving a traditional review of putting it through the feature paces and everything like that, which is, you know, not very exciting for a camera like this, I'm going to beat the crap out of it for a few minutes and see if it survives.
First up, a common calamity for compact cameras crashing to the concrete. The manual says the TX5 is shockproof and will happily survive a drop from 1.5 meters. Let's see. Okay, so it survived. Maybe it was just lucky. Let's go again. Okay, fine, so it's satisfactorily shock-proof. The manual also mentions dust-proof, which I interpret as if you drop it in the sand at the beach, or the mud of a bushwalk, or garden dirt, nothing's going to jam up the works. Ah, but it's really filthy now. Whatever shall I do? The manual says it's waterproofed up to 3 meters. So to coin a phrase from every infomercial ever, clean up is a breeze. There's one more boast to the specs of this camera, an element that is usually the kryptonite of consumer electronics: sub-zero temperatures. Apparently the TX5 is freeze-proof to -10 degrees Celsius. So I tested it by freezing it into a block of solid ice and leaving it in my freezer for a week. All I gotta do now is thaw it out and see if it still works. Holy crap! It still works! This is amazing! I was sure a week in deep freeze would have at least screwed up the battery. But there's proof right there, right out of the ice, turned on right away and snapped a pic. I'll be damned.
Okay, so all I've got to say about this camera is, well, I'll be damned. It is as tough as they say it is, which I didn't really expect, because quite honestly, I was trying to break it, because I didn't pay money for this one. This one was lent to me by some Sony PR people that said, here, have this for a week and put it through the review paces if you like. And I went, alright. So if I did really mess it up in just a horrible fashion and managed to mangle it beyond usability, they would have just written it off as a business expense, and no harm, no foul, right? Well, the damn thing still works. Look. Slide it open now and there you go. Every function still works. The touchscreen still works fine. It's got a few minor scratches on the surface there. I don't know whether I can catch the light to show you, and the screen back there has got a couple of scratches. Well, some of those are fingerprints, but it still works. You can still see everything on it, though it's bright and clear enough so you can still see everything, and the touchscreen still works. And I really did put this through far more punishment than anyone really should, and it's ever likely to get in a real life scenario. I dropped it like dozens of times. I ground it into the dirt with the heel of my foot. I dunked it in a fountain of water. I froze it for a week in my freezer and then thawed it out, and the damn thing still works! Sony TX5. If you're just horrible to your equipment and you've got hands made out of melty butter and you can't hang on to anything and you keep dropping everything in the water, and you should probably take a close look at this camera, because it just might be for you. I'm stunned. Whee! Still makes me cringe when it hits the ground though. It's just an instinctual reaction. Electronics hitting the ground. Ah! Alright, so it's tough. But what about fire? Doesn't say anything about fire in the manual.
Let's have a look. Well, it's unsurprisingly, it's warm to the touch, but let's see if it turns on. Ding! It survived. Woohoo! Okay, I'll admit that was completely gratuitous, and I'm not sure how your camera will wind up in a jet of fire in normal use. But hey, now you know if it ever does happen, it'll probably survive just fine.
Thanks for watching. I'm Blunty. I'll catch you next time.